You are now listening to the CarLifestyle podcast.
With host
Seth Rose from Exotics Rally.
Elizabeth White from It's White Noise.
CarLifestyle.
Hello and welcome back to the CarLifestyle podcast. We are live recording tonight from the Snowball Rally Suite at the Aria here in Las Vegas. We are joined today by our guest, James Condon, aka the Stradman.
Thanks for having me.
And
Awesome.
Seth.
And I'm Seth Rose from the CarLifestyle Podcast. So, we usually start off with a little history of our guests. So, our guest today is James, aka Stradman.
Yes.
Stradman.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you give us a little history of yourself and how you got involved in the automotive world?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Stradman, that name comes from the Ferrari Challenge Stradale.
Okay.
That's my dream car. And so I actually made up that moniker when I was about 15 years old. Little did I know that would become my, internet name.
And how old are you now?
I am 27 now. So
It's a long time to keep a nickname.
It's funny how it's stuck through the years, but I could have ended up with a worse name, I feel like. So.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like vehicle version.
Yes, exactly.
God, he's got to live with that one.
Well, yeah, he can't change it. That's what happened. You can never change it.
Done.
People know me as that. They don't even know my first name. I'm just the Stradman.
True, that is true.
So it's not that bad.
No, yeah, it could have been
It works.
worse.
Yeah.
Totally.
So,
Totally.
okay, so Stradman's from Stradale.
Yes.
Okay. And where are you from?
I live in Park City, Utah, but I grew up in Bend, Oregon. And so I grew up in Oregon, went to college at Oregon State University.
I hate Oregon. Sorry. I'm permanently banned from ever driving.
Where
there
are you from? Oh,
again.
long story.
I got arrested there. It was bad.
Oh.
It was but we'll get into that later. So go ahead.
Yeah.
So you went to school there?
I went to school, Oregon State University, go Beavers, and then after graduation I moved out to Utah because I love the outdoors. And Utah is kind of like the mecca for that.
Yeah, you wake up and there's like moose on your front lawn and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. I did a rally through there. There was a moose crossing, like legitimate, like in the middle of the road.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh, where I live, there's moose that come and eat
Yeah.
the plants outside my house in the summertime all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah, they're big suckers.
Oh, they're massive. You think a horse is big?
No.
See a moose standing
Horse,
next to a
deer,
lotus.
Nothing. You hit a moose, you're dead.
Yes. I was pulling out of my driveway in my old Lotus Elise, and there was a moose standing right next to me. And the Lotus,
Wow.
it was pretty
It's a very
terrifying.
small
Yeah,
car.
it's like, I hope it doesn't charge me. But it's part of the excitement of living there.
Yeah. All right, so now you live in Park City.
Park City, yes.
And what do you do there?
I am a full-time YouTuber.
You are?
I am, yes.
Another one.
Another YouTuber. Yeah.
My gosh. So, tell us a little about your venture into YouTube and how you got there.
Yeah, so I started my YouTube channel, I guess, about 2.5 years ago. Before YouTube, I was really into photography, and I was what you call a car spotter. And
You're one of those. You're the paparazzi.
I was
Yeah.
on. Do you remember the website Car Paparazzi? Have
I
you heard
do,
of that?
yeah.
I was on that, and most people have never heard of it. But yeah, so it goes way back to when I was about 10 years old, and I always had a camera in hand, and I always took pictures and posted them online. And then I found out you could make money on YouTube.
Now, was that when you were living in Park City?
That was when I was living in Oregon.
Were there that many cool
No.
pictures of them?
Oh, never.
Yeah.
I mean, I would see maybe a Lamborghini once a year, maybe, if I was lucky.
Must not have lived around the Bruins.
No. Yeah, so I never saw cars. So I was on Car Paparazzi taking photos, but I didn't post stuff very often. But then eventually as I got older, I got a driver's license. I could drive to California and go chase cars at Monterey Car Week and whatnot.
It's not that hard to do it in Cali.
No, they're everywhere.
Park up and they pass you.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, then I transitioned to YouTube because I found out you could make money doing it.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Right.
like a dream job I never even knew existed.
So is this something you just started on your own? Did somebody turn you on to it? Or somebody say, hey, stop taking pictures and get on YouTube?
I had a friend, Drake Mumford.
I love him.
Yeah, isn't Drake
Yeah,
awesome? Yeah,
he's good.
we've been friends for about 10 years, and he was a YouTuber back in the day, and he made a couple dollars a month, and he told me about that.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, might as well do that.
Let's do a shout out to Drake, DLM Photos.
DLM Photos.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Drake. So you started about 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
It's the Stradman.
Wow, how original.
Yep, imagine
And
that.
it just keeps going on.
So what is the basis of your YouTube channel?
I like to describe my channel as having fun with cars. I do not do car reviews at all. I'm not like Parker
So
Vehicle Virgins.
so lame.
No, yeah.
Who would do that?
Yeah, I mean, that's such a terrible idea.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, I just have fun with cars. Last weekend,
Your own cars, other people's cars, anybody's car, you valet park
any
and then
cars-
take them and throw a camera in it and just
exactly.
beat the crap out of it.
I would do that.
Anybody who let me borrow their car, I'll
We
go
should
have
start
some
a
fun with
YouTube
it.
channel right now.
I'm saying.
Valet Virgins. we should go and work as valets
Yeah.
and then take a camera, have a sticky pot, stick it in the car, and beat the hell out of customers.
The secret life of valets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would actually do really well.
I think so.
Don't take our
Yeah,
idea.
whoa.
This
Sorry,
is not going to air for about 2 weeks, so we will know.
Listeners, we got you on an NDA.
Yeah. You've just been warned. So go ahead. So the premise of yours is more of?
It's just having fun with cars. Last weekend, me and my friends went out. We tied a rope to my Lamborghini, and we hooked up skis, snowboards, inner tubes, and then had a blast.
Okay,
So that's
Lamborghini. So that's your car. What are you driving now?
it's a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Okay, what year?
It's a 2006, and it has a
Okay.
manual transmission.
Nice.
Save the
Gauge
manuals.
shifted.
Yep, exactly.
And I just want to say it has a really crazy snowbox on top that is held on by suction cups.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You'll be driving behind you.
I know, he's on the back though.
I was in the back today,
Yeah.
but it's rated up to 140 miles per hour.
Yeah,
Suction
how that
cups
works
are.
out? Do you have a camera on it in case it?
I may have taken it to that speed once or twice today.
Really?
Yeah, and all was good. So
So take us through your history of cars. What did you start with? What was your first car?
when I was in high school, I guess it was my parents' car. They had a 1995 Dodge Grand Caravan. It was the SE though, so I was a
So
baller.
you already come from some wealth.
Exactly. So I took my
You
girlfriend.
have the SE
Yep.
special edition. Okay.
I took my girlfriend to prom in that. She was impressed. We're no longer together, but anyways. But yeah, so that was my first car I got to drive.
Was that
but-
your shout out that you're single and looking?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Oh my god, all these YouTubers are single. I
no.
don't want to be a
Why
YouTuber.
I'm trying to expand my female audience because my male to female ratio is 95 to 5%.
Wow.
Percentage,
That's
yeah.
awful.
Maybe you should just take off your shirt.
Maybe that would probably do it.
Not for me. So, so your parents have the Grand
The
Caravan.
Grand Caravan, yep. And then the first car that I bought was a 2000 Volkswagen Passat wagon. That was pretty awesome. I was once again balling out.
All right. I mean, the areas that you live in do require pretty much all-wheel drive.
They do, yes, absolutely. I mean, when I was in Oregon, commuting to and from home back to college, going over the passes, I needed a practical car. But I had the Passat for about a year, and then I bought a 2002 Audi TT Quattro.
Nice.
And I thought I was
Baller.
really cool at that point.
You were the man.
Yeah, rolling into college in a TT, thought I was pretty awesome.
That's like a girl's car.
No, that's what everybody told me.
Sorry.
Yep.
Next you're gonna tell me you had a Mercedes SLK, right?
No, I don't. Never.
A Mini Cooper? A Volkswagen Beetle?
I used to have a Mini.
I've had some Mini Coopers, 4 of them.
I had a Mini Cooper too, supercharged.
I don't know. Kind of
You don't like
girly.
it? You think so?
Yeah.
All right. So where did you progress from there? I mean, because you had to work your way up to a Lamborghini, I'm assuming.
I did, yeah. So I actually still own the TT.
Oh, cool.
I've had it for 9 years.
So do you like daily drive that? Is that your...
That's I actually put way more miles on the Lamborghini, but the TT is what I take to the grocery store. I park it outside type of thing. So yeah, I guess it is my daily.
Gotcha. So those are the two cars you own now.
Those are the 2 cars. Yep. Mm-hmm.
How long have you had the Lambo?
I've had the Lambo for 18 months now.
Cool.
And I drive it everywhere.
So did you have any other exotics prior to that?
I had a Lotus Elise, which is kind of exotic in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's yeah.
It's a good handle
Sporty.
car. It's a go kart. It's sporty. It's it's a great bang for the buck.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, and I
I mean,
bought it.
It has a Toyota engine, but it's
Exactly.
it's an engine that's been used by Toyota for like 50 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's awesome.
I actually bought it for $27,000, drove it 20,000 miles, and
Right,
sold it for 31.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
No, you can't go wrong. I will own another Lotus Elise or an Exige in my life for
Yeah,
sure.
the only downside that I've found about those cars are 2 things. Number one, you need to shoot one to get in and out.
Yep.
For real. That's why it's girly.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Whoa!
And number 2 is, God forbid you have an oops with that car, you got it.
Right.
It's like 2 pieces to the bottom.
Oh yeah, the
Front
clamshell.
and the rear clamshell, and that's it.
If you hit a curb, you could theoretically total the car almost.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so
And you have to have
that-
small feet.
Okay.
I mean, because the pedals are so close.
This is like a Pretty Woman moment from the movie.
I don't know.
Loves has small feet. The pedals are so close together. That's way before Stradman's time. Anyway.
He has no idea what Pretty Woman is.
So your YouTube channel. Tell us a little about it. How many videos do you have up? How many subscribers?
So I think I probably have around 300 videos. That could be completely off. I have 210,000 subscribers. And it's my full-time job, so I produce about 4 or 5 videos a week. I travel all around the world. I was in Europe for 6 weeks this past summer filming cars. I was in Dubai for a couple weeks as well. And this year I'm hoping for an even crazier schedule.
Really? So what did you do in Dubai?
Chase cars. Dubai is like the
I was
craziest
there.
place. Oh, you have? Okay,
Yeah.
it's insane.
I didn't see that many exotics. Not gonna
Really?
lie.
Where'd you
I mean,
go?
I went to the marketplace where you can buy all the cars.
Right, of course.
And really only the exotics you kind of see by the nightclubs and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
I didn't see a whole hell of a lot of exotics.
By
I
like,
saw more G-Wagons and things
Oh,
like that.
yeah, for
You know,
sure.
like, I can't tell you. I probably saw like 4 or 5 G-Wagons with perches in them and falcons. Did you see any of those?
I didn't know.
Okay, it's a status symbol to own a falcon.
Oh, okay.
So they build these perches, custom perches, in the G-Wagons, mostly in Range Rovers, and they have these birds on the perch that are like tied to the perch.
Wow,
And
it's
they drive
fascinating.
around with these falcons all day long.
I love Dubai.
Dubai was
crazy.
an awesome time. I had a great time. It was very clean.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting
new.
enough that the real landowners there don't work because they're the landowners. The actual employment force is made up of mostly Filipinos that they bring in from the Philippines. But it was definitely a cool place. I enjoyed that. We went to the track. Did you go to the track?
Yep, I did, yeah. We were there during F1 weekend
Oh wow,
at Yas Marina.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So that's probably why I saw a lot of cars, too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Time of year. Time of year is critical.
I usually go over for the F1 race as well, but the parking lot in Abu Dhabi is almost as nice as
Oh, yeah, totally.
like anything else you'll see because they'll have the Koenigseggs and Pagani's and Aventadors and everything
That's nice.
parked right there.
I mean, they do more modifications on cars there than we do here.
They do a lot of street racing there.
It's nuts. They do
Yeah.
a lot of everything there. Everything's in excess.
Yes, and that's what I love about it. Because chasing cars here in America all the time, you kind of get used to seeing the same thing.
Right.
And
It's
in Du-
monotonous. You get jaded a lot.
Yeah, totally. But in Dubai, everything is next level. Everything is crazy.
And everybody's competing to
Exactly.
get to the next level. So it's like, yeah, chrome wrapped cars. Nothing there at this
Nope.
point.
Right, just like,
Shit.
I have a really tall building. I need a taller building.
They just keep building and building and building. And then, did you go to the mall?
Yep,
That's
absolutely.
awesome, right?
It's crazy.
See the scuba tank. And the
Yeah,
ski slope.
well, we've been to the mall like 4 or 5 times, and then
Yeah,
on the
you can't see
6th
it all.
time we found the tank.
Yeah.
Because we missed it the other times because it's so
Yeah,
massive.
you go scuba diving in the mall.
Yeah,
Like, that's crazy.
and you go the indoor skiing
Yeah.
as well. We
Yeah.
did that. That was fun.
I've got pictures, of the women in like the whole, I forget what you call it,
The
I don't know, their
Burqa.
outfits that they wear. Burqa.
Burqa, yeah.
And they're skiing and they're,
Yeah.
all sorts of crazy
The
stuff.
weirdest part about the Dubai Mall is everything that you think is original to where you are from is also there.
And
Yes.
duplicated.
Like a Magnolia Bakery or a Paul's Macaroons or Katsuya, the sushi place from LA. Like, it's a status symbol to own a shop or a store. And if you're traveling the world and you find a little mom and pop smart, you're still going to franchise it and bring it to Dubai.
Interesting enough, what I noticed it's such a huge mall that they usually have almost 2 of everything.
Yes.
They have
Yeah.
like 2 Louis Vuittons, 2 Fendis, 2 Gucci's, 2 Pradas, because the mall is so,
It's so big.
You can't walk the whole mall, so there was 2 of them. They actually had 2 when I went. This was, I don't know, probably about 7 or 8 years ago. And the Virtu phones were very popular then. And I don't know if they still are there, I haven't been there. But a Virtu phone, I don't know if you're familiar with them, they sell for between 60 and 150,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gold-plated.
They're all like black diamond and sapphire and jeweled phones from Nokia on another brand level that they own called Virtu, and they call them Virtu because they're virtually indestructible. They say, and they're guaranteed for life. You can drop them out of like the Aria Hotel here, 20th floor, and it's supposed to survive the floor. Fall. So I went into the store and I said to them, I'm like, how many phones can you possibly sell? And the guy said they sell about 10 a day.
What?
Yes. Now, we're walking through the mall, and I thought we went in the circle because there was another Virtu store. So that means they're selling like 20 phones a day, between 60 and 150 Ks.
It is insane.
So I'm sure you got to take a lot of good, footage of a lot of.
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. We went to the Burj Al Arab, the 7-star hotel, and there was the
That's
golf.
where that famous tennis match was.
Yes. There was the golf concourse there. There was a Ferrari 250 GTO. There was like 55 million. Lycan Hypersport, Pagani's Honda Tricolore, unreal.
That was the hotel where they did the Red Bull donuts in the F1 car, right?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
The roof is crazy there. There was that famous, I thought that was a Photoshop, that tennis match. That was legitimate.
Right.
They played tennis on the roof of that building. That's great.
So many movies are filmed there too. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I think that is the only 7-star hotel in the world.
I think officially it's actually a 5-star hotel. There was some journalist who dubbed it a 7-star.
Gotcha. All right.
Those journalists. Gosh. I don't associate.
So where is the Stradman channel going these days?
Oh man, I have no idea. This time last year, I was working in finance, and the YouTube channel was just secondary income. And then I got laid off in April, and then became a full-time YouTuber pretty much overnight. Out of almost necessity. I kind of planned for it as well. And so it's crazy to think about where I was then to where I am now.
So this is your full-time gig?
Full-time, yep, 100%.
Eat, breathe, YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
Is that the only platform you focus on?
I have an Instagram as well, but YouTube is always the priority. I like the interaction on YouTube, how you can connect to an audience through YouTube.
Do you respond to people on comments?
I try to as much as possible.
Yeah, try to interact with them as much as possible.
Yep, exactly.
So you don't like the people you do not respond to?
That is true.
Do you find you get a lot of criticism?
It's funny. I had a video that I filmed about a year ago titled "What I Do for a Living," and that video got like 4 million views or whatever.
Wow.
And I got so much criticism there.
Well, every YouTuber does the what I do for a living, and
So you did that how long ago?
About a year ago.
So that was prior to you leaving your other job.
Yes, it was.
So it was all about that job? Or
It was about
YouTube?
that job. So I worked in finance. I also did YouTube at the same time, and then I also bought and sold cars.
Okay.
So those were the 3 income sources that I talked about in that video.
And now you're down to.
And now I'm down to just YouTube because
So
YouTube
how many subscribers do you have?
210,000.
Nice.
Yes.
And what's your average view?
It varies a lot. When I post a video for the first day, it might get 25,000 views. The first day, it might get 50,000. But
Do you find that there's like no rhyme or reason to like one video you get like 10 million views and another one you get like 10,000? You're like, I don't get it.
absolutely, it is the most frustrating thing I've ever dealt
Because
with.
we go through that on the podcast as well.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
there's no rhyme or reason. I posted a video 3 days ago, got 15,000 views. Then the next day, the video got 50,000 in the same time frame. But the video that got 15,000, I thought was better and more exciting.
Yeah.
I was skiing behind a Lamborghini, and it didn't get any views.
I've got one podcast that was just bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling good. My other co-host at the time, he was like belching on it. And there was just nothing good about it.
Yeah.
Yet it's probably like the 3rd most listened to.
I've had videos that I was like, I shouldn't even bother posting this because it's so bad,
Right.
and then it gets 1 million views.
Did you do all your own recording and editing, or do you have
Yep.
people that work with you?
Nope, it's a complete one-man operation from beginning to end. And it's always been, and that may change because editing is a pain.
It is.
It is so, especially on a rally like the Snowball Rally when you're driving all day,
Right.
filming all day, and then you get to the hotel and you have to edit for 4 hours.
That's all.
and do a podcast.
And
That's awesome. But you're going to be posting videos as you're going through the rally?
that's the goal, yeah. The goal is to post a video every single day, kind of a daily vlog style
Right.
video of each day of the
So how
rally.
much footage do you have, you think, from the first day?
Oh, so I probably have an hour plus footage to go through. A lot of GoPro footage.
And what do you edit that down to?
I usually strive for 10 to 15 minutes for a final video. That's the goal.
Okay. So that's what you try to keep it all around?
Yeah, generally, because I feel like
You might lose the audience.
yeah, if you go
focus.
too long, like I've watched other YouTubers that have videos that are 30 minutes long, and is it really, like I want my videos to be fast paced. I don't want there to be any boring parts of it. I want it to be exciting the whole time. And so,
You'll start to lose people otherwise.
exactly, yeah, and yeah, exactly.
Captive audience as much as possible.
And
But
that's
you
so
need the
critical.
12 minutes, right?
Well, so once you get past the 10-minute threshold,
Yeah, now, see, she's
No.
She's a female. She's trying to get into your head about 12 minutes. Like,
The 12 minutes means past the 12 minutes you get an extra commercial. So you get an extra ad on your
and you
on
make
your
a
video.
lot more money.
oh,
Yeah.
that's where you're going with the 12 minutes. I thought she was trying to figure out something about stamina. I don't know where my head was going.
No.
Okay, so it's based on advertising and after a certain amount of time.
Exactly, yeah, because if you post a video that's really short, you can only have an advertisement at the beginning of the video. But once it gets to 12 minutes, you can have one at the beginning, you can have one in the middle, you can have one in the end. And so the earnings are usually double or triple
Wow.
normally.
You know, it's kind of crazy. We were talking to that vehicle Virgin, and you know, he was saying how it was unexpected as well for it to be like a full-time thing. Do you feel the same?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, never in my wildest dreams.
Right, you just started making videos and you're like, wow, I can really do this and make some money. This is really cool.
Exactly. Well, I just have loved cars my entire life, and I'm going to all these car events. I might as well film and make a little bit of money that hopefully will cover my expenses to get to and from the events. That was the original
That was the
goal.
goal.
That was the only goal.
The current word for entrepreneur is YouTuber. It's like the millennial new thing to do.
Now, do you think you're going to go in any other directions besides automotive in the future, or do you think you can strictly stay automotive?
No, so when I first started the channel, it was pretty much strictly automotive. Like I would go to a car show and I would only film cars. And now it's slowly kind of progressed into more of like just my
Lifestyle?
lifestyle. But my lifestyle is heavily revolved around cars. I love cars. I'll always be around cars. But you know, sometimes I have videos where I just have to like run errands, and maybe I'm driving my car as well.
Right.
Or I'll talk about something about it. But you know, it definitely has transitioned into that lifestyle, and I enjoy that so much more. And I think the audience can relate to me a lot more as well, because I'm more of a normal guy in that regard.
And who's a baby?
They tell me that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Your feedback?
The feedback, yeah, the comments.
So you currently have the 06 Giardo. Are you looking to sell it anytime soon? Move on to something else?
That's actually one of the problems with YouTube. There is this pressure
Yep.
to refresh the brand. And I love that car. That car is a part of me. But from a business perspective...
Yeah, I had an 07 stick, so...
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I've had 4 Giardos.
Oh, nice.
I'm a Giardo fan.
Awesome.
I had an 04, 07, 08, and an 08 Superleggera.
Oh, the Superleggera. That is a goal right there.
I had a white one. Yeah.
White, they only built like 7 of those,
I got
right?
10.
10.
There were 10 stateside in North America,
Uh-huh.
and one got wrecked in Canada, which made it 9. And mine was number 3. Mine was the Jacob Javits display one for Lamborghini.
Okay.
So I bought it directly from the factory from Stefan Winkelman.
Winkelman.
And I actually sold mine to Underground Racing, which is now a twin turbo Giardo, which has been sold like 3 times since.
Okay.
But you should try to get your hands on a Superleggera. If you love the 06, you'd love a Superleggera, and there are, out of 172 Superleggeras that were made in 08, there are 23, I believe, in 6-speed manual.
That would be the dream. The dream Lamborghini right there for me. I don't think it gets better than that.
It does. Superleggera is a huge step.
Yeah.
One small step for man. A huge step for Lamborghini. So you're happy with the Giardo?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. But there is that YouTube pressure to refresh the brand and have a new car and do new things with it. Because people, they get kind of bored of seeing this same car over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
you got to change it up a little, right?
Yeah, well, and that's why I wrapped it, and that's why I put a ski box on top, because it did refresh the look.
Yeah.
It makes sense for the way you live.
It does, yeah. Well, I drive my car all year in the wintertime, go skiing with it. So I want to protect the paint. It's an orange underneath the wrap.
You could do wheels, tires, suspension setup.
Yep, there's all sorts
Like-
of things to do.
If you want camber, exhaust.
It's
And
endless.
making $10 million a year on YouTube, it's certainly endless.
Exactly, yeah, making $10 million a year on YouTube.
Right.
Because that's what people perceive,
It's,
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
I was saying that before on another podcast that perception is certainly not reality.
Absolutely not. Yep.
But very cool. Anything else to add?
No.
No? Okay, so you live in Park City, YouTube is your thing, and I guess that's it. You're
Okay.
done, right? That's your career.
Maybe. I see myself as being a YouTuber for a couple more years and then probably moving on. So for me, it's not a job, it's not a career, it's sort of like an opportunity to meet amazing people and do amazing things while I'm young. And then move on and we'll see what happens from there.
Awesome. So why don't you tell our audience where they could find you online and all the different platforms?
Okay, yeah, so on YouTube, I am the Stradman.
So it's THE,
THESTRADMAN.
no spaces, no
No spaces. But if you type in just Stradman into YouTube, it'll pull up.
You're that
myself as
famous.
well.
And Instagram, Twitter.
Instagram is the same handle, the Stradman on Instagram. Those are the two best places to find me.
Cool.
Awesome. I'm Elizabeth White, and you can find me at It's White Noise on all platforms.
Especially.
Snapchat. Yeah, my views are around your views, but in the 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just-
Yeah. Man, what do you think of that? My views are about 50 on Snapchat. So anyway, I'm Seth Rose at Exotics Rally on all platforms. And again, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate your insight on YouTube and telling us a little about your history. And we look forward to checking out online. Everybody should right now go on YouTube, look up The Stradman, and make sure you subscribe. Because just watching videos doesn't help. You need to subscribe, right?
Yes, they need to subscribe so they can continue to watch videos.
Right, that's the most important thing, and you will be notified every time we drop a new video.
Well, maybe. Depending on what YouTube decides to do tomorrow.
What, tomorrow?
Well, there's been a little RIP to YouTube lately for subscribers.
Wow, so I'm not a big YouTube person.
Got to get down with the kids.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks. Well, this old man is going to be signing off. So thank you again, and we will talk to you soon.
CarLifestyle.